Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. Bluebells. We all know Justin loves a bluebell. Oh, what a stunning wood. What a stunning wood. Now, I've done a couple of films or videos and that here before. And I've done posting groups and posts on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic. But let me tell you about this wood. This is Astonberry wood. This is a wood that I've known since I was about 7 or 8 years old. And the reason I've known it for so long is because it backs onto the village where my nan and granddad lived, and my mum was born and brought up in. And used to spend a lot of time coming up to the village because it's only a couple of miles from where I grew up in. We'd spend a lot of time at nan and granddad's, and I used to come into this wood. I used to escape out the back garden of my nan and granddad's house and come to this wood, and I'd play around in it, and I'd make little dens and little camps. And my heart fluttereth. Can't pick it up on camera. There's a raven. There's a raven calling from across the next wood, and we're getting more ravens round here, and I absolutely love ravens. But yeah, I love this wood. It's a place that is very special to me, and I wanted to just show you a bit of this wood today because my good friend Jim Bob, and Alan is his proper name, Jim Bob Outdoors and camping and does all that. He recently took a trip back to a wood that he first started going out to, and I thought it was just really good. I want to show you a wood that I've grown up with, a wood that I absolutely love, and a place that has a special sort of bond and resonance with me. And when the bluebells are out, it is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to carry on walking up this trail. There's a spot that I normally go to, and we're going to have a brew. Catch you in a bit. Ravens flying about. There's a woodpecker up in one of these trees behind me. Knowing this wood, it's probably a lesser spotted woodpecker. It's pretty close. I love this time of year. All the leaves have now just come out, and they're that beautiful light green. And of course the canopy soon fills up. The problem with that is he's right above me and I can't see him, but that doesn't matter. Nice little area to set up. It's a little spot that I always sort of come to, and I have done for a few years in this wood. It's well off the beaten track. I've got this wood to myself, well, certainly that I'm aware of, and that anyway. And it's a beautiful little wood. It's primarily hornbeam, ash, oak. They've started to fell some of the poplar and sycamore out of here. It's not kind of been touched for a while. Say the reason I sort of come out here today is to sort of just show you this wood. Say it hasn't really changed that much in the years that I've been coming here. Now they're starting to take some of the trees out, which I'll go into in a little bit. It's opening up some areas. We'll just put that on a slow boil while I'm talking to you. So this wood for many years, it was owned by Stevenage Borough Council, and at the back there's an old sort of like mansion house that has an environmental centre and that in it. But obviously with all sort of councils and that, they mismanage things and they don't run it properly, and then they run out of funds. And what they decided to do is they put the wood up for sale last year. You know, everyone sort of rallied around, and an amazing thing happened. Hearts and Middlesex Wildlife Trust did a fundraiser, and they raised a lot of money in quite a short time. And they've brought the wood, and they're going to run this wood, and they're going to manage it properly. And that's what the felling and the coppicing is now about. The wood hasn't been sort of managed properly for years and years, but work parties have started to come in, and they've started to take down some of the poplar and the sycamore. They've started to take down a lot of the ash that wasn't healthy. And in doing that, you'll get regeneration, you get more biodiversity, and that's what we want to see in our woodlands. As I say, you've seen the bluebells. The bluebells have been growing here for a long time, and it takes a long time for bluebells to properly get established. If you trample over an area of bluebells, it can take about 20 years for that to recover. So while there are paths that sort of run through the bluebells here, they're generally the same paths that appear year after year, so it's not actually doing too much damage to the bluebells. Because I've been coming here for quite some time, I've seen it through all the seasons. And as soon as I heard that Hearts and Middlesex Wildlife Trust were taking over the ownership and the running and the management of this wood, that filled my heart with joy. So what I've done in the last sort of month or so, I've actually joined that trust, and I've sent an application off to be a volunteer, and that's been accepted. And now I'm just trying to find some time to join some work parties. And because this is on my doorstep, primarily this will be one of the main areas that I'll help on the work parties, and that excites me. That makes me feel happy. Giving a little bit back. Obviously I've got a lot of history with the wood, and that can help them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I wholeheartedly recommend all of you out there to join your local wildlife trust or national trust. I have spoken about this before, but it's really important. If you're spending a lot of time in a particular sort of landscape in a particular area, don't take it for granted. Get involved, join that trust, join that wildlife group, and offer your services. You'll meet new people, make new friends, gain new skills, learn more knowledge, and then that's something that you can then pass on. So yeah, that's what this is all about today. Revisiting this old wood that I've known for at least 40 years, and I'll keep coming here. And now hopefully sort of going forwards, I'll actually be able to help do some work here, and that's brilliant. I can't wait for that. So I'm going to get my brew going properly. I'm going to enjoy a bit of time here. Try not to get bitten too much. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch up again soon. Bye.